Welcome into the Fan X Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. It's your boy Coach I, where all my dogs at. All right, today we're talking about South Carolina versus Kentucky this coming weekend. And to do that, I brought in one of my good friends. We've been friends since, I don't know, man, before social media. But back in the day, he played for South Carolina back in 96 to 2000. He was one of the best receivers they ever had. It's my man, Jermale Kelly. What's going on, Jay Kelly?
Man, what's going on,
Hey
man?
man,
How you
chilling
doing?
man. We got you up in here, fan act, so we can talk about these Gamecocks versus these Wildcats, man. How you feeling? How you feeling
All
about the
right,
season so far, man?
man. Oh, excuse me. It's been good so far. We won. We winning. That's a good thing. But the way we're winning is not so good. We got a long way to go, and with these new coaches and players, they getting to know them and believing in what they got schemed up. It's that's a tough course to go, but it'll get there. I am I'm liking the relationship the coaches do have with the
Okay.
players. It seems like a fun atmosphere around there. They want to play for Coach Beamer. Um, and right now trying to get there as one unit right now, and it's not there yet, but it will be. Even watching some of the games, I see they try to establish the run game, and it ain't quite there yet, but I mean, eventually it will. Um, but like this week, I'm excited about this week. It's another challenge. Excuse my language, but we can't do no worse than we done because we done so worse against
Yeah.
Georgia last week. But again, as you pointed out earlier, if we can establish the run and play against a defense like we played against, I mean, one of the best in the country, as you see it day in and day out, we get that established, it'll open up everything else. But right now, I see Beamer's trying to establish the run game, or his offense coordinator trying to establish the run game. But
Well,
it'll get there.
speaking of the run game, Kevin Harris came into the season. I think he was a little banged up. You know what I'm saying? So that first game against Eastern Illinois, I don't think he played at all, if any. And then against ECU,
No.
he played a little bit. He played more. He played more against Georgia than Marshall. Marshall Lord didn't get a lot of touches at all. Neither did Zaquandre White. So I'm thinking he
Yeah,
about healthy now. So and dude led the SEC in rushing last year, so he definitely a weapon. So
exactly.
y'all got some backs back there now. So if you can
Oh yeah,
now, like you said, Georgia wasn't a team for the past 2 to 3 years. Ain't nobody been able to run on Georgia. So it ain't like it's South
exactly,
Carolina. You know what I'm saying? It's like Clemson only
exactly,
had 2 yards rushing on us. And I
exactly,
don't think UAB
exactly.
have about 60, and we put backups in the second quarter. So I think that's a smart way to go, especially when at quarterback. That's what I want to ask you about when quarterback. I guess now that Zeb Nola hurt, I'm assuming Luke Doty is 100% healthy. I know that's the only reason why Zeb was playing. How you feeling about the quarterback situation? Because if you can establish a run game, you can help out the quarterback.
That too is as well, and I think that's where they was going with that until he got hurt. But like you say, hopefully he's back. Um, and with that being said, he got to come in and perform, man. Like I mean, you can't get we want to get a quarterback that we can go in every day and every day
Yeah.
out, knowing that this is going to be the quarterback. Even playing when I played, you had A1 Anthony Wright,
Yep.
I should have said, playing. Then you had Phil Petty coming in, and it was, and then sometimes even before that, we had Victor Pia until he
Mm-hmm.
transferred. It was three quarterbacks, and it's difficult trying to get a relationship with one of your quarterbacks. Even though you practice with them a lot, you just don't get as many reps. So it's different, trying to come in with different quarterbacks. So hopefully they get paid the big bucks to go in and teach these young men and hopefully we can get
Yeah, I
something out
think
of it.
Luke Doty, man, he a good athlete, man. Hopefully he don't go in there and try to prove to be something he not. Like I don't think he's just a pocket passer. You know what I'm saying? Like he need to use his
Exactly.
mobility, and I don't think he uses his mobility enough. Like I mean, think back to Tebow. Tebow
Exactly.
wasn't a great passer, but he one of the best college football players to ever play. But that
No,
dude would run on you. So you know,
you're right.
especially against a team. I mean, coming up against Kentucky, Kentucky gonna play some man, just like you know, because Mark Stoops a
Yeah.
defensive guy. They're gonna play some man, and you got a running quarterback or a quarterback that can run, and they playing man. You send the receivers, you know what I'm saying, on out routes, deep out routes, crossing routes, or any route that's over 10 yards. The defense got their back turned, so just go pick up the first down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you
Exactly.
know, Mark
Exactly.
Stoops defense ain't Georgia defense, but he definitely keeps a defense, and unfortunately,
Exactly.
as a
Well, but even with that being said, just even Kentucky, they had to come back from behind
yeah,
last week
they
too as
did, they
well.
did.
Um, so they not always there either.
I
So
was gonna
I
say that.
mean, we both gonna go in this game and come out. Somebody gonna come out and win. Somebody's gonna come out
Yeah,
and lose. So, you know, like you said, we take care of the ball, and execute when we need to. And we ain't got to go. Just let us be athletes. Get the first down here and march our way down and
exactly.
play football. We ain't got to take all the big shots. Just pound, do what we do. If we have to throw, we throw it. But I mean, it's an easy game. It's just
Yeah,
it's
and
just
even
execution.
though as of late Kentucky is pretty much on the series, but outside of last year, like if you go back and check all the scores, they like single digit wins. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like
Yeah,
the two teams kind
exactly,
of built the same. You got a pretty strong front on defense, you know what I'm saying? And then you run the ball well, and then when you can throw the ball well and be balanced, that's when, you know, your team is performing at the highest level. You know, right now they got Chris
exactly.
Rodriguez at running back and he leading the SEC in rushing, but as a team, they only like, you know, they like middle of the road in rushing. So he good, but like when he ain't in the game, it's kind of like, you know, so they got
Shaky,
Wandale
exactly.
Robinson out there, and y'all got some good. He's an explosive wide receiver, but y'all got some good cover corners. The one thing that I noticed in the ECU game and in East Illinois, and even one time Josh Van against Georgia, the boy got to learn some discipline, man. You make a good play, you got to talk your stuff on the slide. You can't just be all you on national TV, of
Exactly,
course. Like everybody can see you talking trash, you know,
exactly.
against ECU. Number 9, Cam Smith, I think his name is. He made a great play on the ball and broke up a play, and then he talked trash and got the 15-yard penalty. You know what I'm saying? Josh
Exactly.
Van, Moss
Yeah.
down DB, Darian Kendrick, and then he gets up and talk trash in front of the ref, 15-yard penalty. Like them kind of things.
And the crazy part is and it's sad to say, but that's this day and age football. They love to talk trash. When we played, it wasn't about talking no trash. We
Yeah,
showed it by action. These young men now, they feel like they need to talk trash to get a point across. I mean, even all the way down to the high school level, we see it all the time. I mean, I see it all the time. And you try to revert back, let them, like, guys, understand, enjoy have fun, enjoy the game, but let your actions do all the talking. Because at the end of the day, you out here talking, but yet still we getting our tail whooped. Like, that don't even make
yeah,
sense.
and you right because
Play the
like in that
game.
Miami Alabama game, I think Alabama was already up about 3-4 touchdowns, and then the dude scored. He was in the end zone celebrating like, bro, you down 30, dog.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What are
Yeah,
you celebrating for? Like, it don't even make sense. But again, it's sad to say, but in this day and time, that's the way
yeah,
they
I
play
think as the
football.
season
So
go along, Beamer and staff get used to their players get used to them. They'll be able to get that thing under control. But you definitely don't want to, as you
oh
playing
yeah,
the SEC, you don't want to be in a tight game with Kentucky and have some kind of undisciplined, you know, mouth and all. Because guaranteed both sides gonna be talking, and we already know the retaliating guy is the guy that always get the flag. So.
always,
So man, I know
always.
you ain't had a chance to go to no games this year so far, but I know you still in touch with some of your old teammates or whatever. What anybody else got any thoughts on how it's going down there in Columbia so far? How Beamer's doing?
Yeah, man, I talked to a lot of people. Unfortunately, like you said, I hadn't made it to a game yet, but me and my wife, we definitely gonna get down and see some. And also, I'm gonna probably take some of my high school football players down only because it excites them. You know, and I want them to be around that type of atmosphere, see how hard they have to work to even get to that level. So I enjoy taking them down there too as well. But yeah, talking to some of the fans like Toby Cates. He's actually our offensive coordinator at high school. I coach at Jermale now, and we sit around and talk about South Carolina football all the time. You got some of your boys like actually some of the coaching staff. I saw Eric Kimber here recently. Of course, we shoot the breeze about the fade and stuff like that, but also we may sit around and talk like, how's everything gonna be, man? And he say they got a long way to go, but a short time to get there. But
Yeah.
if eventually all of them are buy in. But yeah, I mean, I talked to several people, and even some of the fans, man, they excited. You see more excitement in our fans now. Through the Muschamp era. In the beginning, you always think a coach supposed to come in and he's supposed to win right away, but then when he don't, our fans, they give you about 2 years, but after that, it ain't no more after that. It's time to find a new coach. They ready to fire, kick rocks at you, whatever they need to do.
People do not
But
want to wait around these days, boy.
no, and that's the thing. But as an athlete, you as well as yourself, it takes time sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But in this day and age, you ain't got that much time. You better get it
One
done,
thing,
or you're gonna be
one thing
fine.
I can say about Beamer, he has definitely energized the culture down there. Like
Yes, sir.
Will Muschamp, what people don't even realize, Will Muschamp was a good recruiter down in South Carolina. He was getting good classes,
And he
but
was.
like the field, at least from the outside, I just felt like it was like they was going through the motions, kind of like methodical. Wasn't nobody hyped about it, you know what I'm saying? But like
Yeah.
Shane Beamer has come in and like really created a buzz, you know what I'm saying, around the South Carolina program. So, like you said, for his sake, we're hoping that he can translate that enthusiasm into some wins. I mean, and hey, he started out 2-0, which no coach has done at South Carolina since not in their
Exactly.
first year anyway.
And,
Not
and
in their first year.
exactly. And it's funny that you say that because I was just talking to a fan, and of course we was at a restaurant, me and my wife eating, and of course we saw some Carolina fans in there when they was playing in Georgia, as a matter of fact. And they just made the comment that Shane Beamer came in energetic like a Dabo
Yep.
Sweeney, which are two different people, but the energy is there. And not saying we would definitely love him to be a Dabo or win games like
Yeah.
Dabo, but until that time, he got to continue to get in. We losing people too, in our backyard that we call our backyard, meaning in the Rock Hills,
Uh huh.
that area. We losing recruits. That's our backyard. We losing to the Clemson, because of the winning program. I mean, yeah, you win, you gonna get these type of recruits, these 5 stars.
Yeah.
But I think Beamer has come in there and will eventually because he's known as a great
Yeah.
recruiter. Um, and he's gonna come in and get some players and stop, let them run out our backyard to other schools. So hopefully, it's gonna come along. It's gonna take some
I was
work,
about to say,
but
with them recruits,
I believe he
it
can do
could be like, with the Swearingers and the Jadavians and all those guys just decided to stay home, like, okay, dog, let's go to soccer. It ain't like they was great. Like, y'all got with Lou Holtz and y'all end up start winning 8-9 games, but then they went to another little lull. And then once
it. Yeah,
Spurrier came in, a couple of them dudes decided to stay home. Once a couple of them started to stay home, then y'all was getting Mr. Football out of South Carolina 2-3 years in a row.
exactly.
And that's kind of what it's gonna take, like you say, to keep people in the state, especially the guys that's the high profile guys. So With that said, I think y'all, like I said, man, right now it seems like he got a lot of energy in the program. And first of all, it seemed like he got all the players believing, all the fans believing. If you don't believe, you can't do nothing. And we see that happening down in Tallahassee. I don't know if they really believe it. I don't know if they really believe in that. I'm not saying Mike Norvell not the guy. I'm just saying that it don't seem like right now, Mike Norvell's in his second year. Shane Beamer ain't even halfway through his first year, and it feels like he got more people believing in South Carolina than they believe in Florida State. You know what I'm saying? So, and
you're right, because I got a cousin about to commit suicide because of Florida State, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah. We'll say that for another time. So, all right, man, what you think gonna go on this weekend? How you think the game gonna play out this weekend, and then you give us a score prediction.
I honestly think we're gonna go in there and sneak in Kentucky and steal a victory. I just feel like they see what they up against. Hopefully we're not too banged up from the Georgia game. But we gonna come in, and I think we gonna steal one because again, I just feel like it as a fan too, and even though I played there, I feel like I'm still a fan. That I think we're gonna go into Kentucky and take this victory. I don't think it'll be by much, but I think our defense will hold off and hopefully stop their run game and make them throw the ball. And if so, hopefully our secondary can contain and deflect a lot of balls, keep them in third down situations, and we'll come out fine.
Yeah, I think y'all good, but if I'm not mistaken, it might be in Columbia, Jermale. Let me double check that right quick. And if I know it's a night game, and if it's in Columbia, that's good for y'all.
I just could have sworn it was in Kentucky, but I'm not sure.
This day 7:00 in Columbia, and I tell people all the time, if you ain't never been in Columbia when they start doing Sandstorm, like you ain't never really experienced college football.
You're right. You're exactly right. And that's my bad. I honestly thought they were playing at Kentucky. That even makes the prediction even better then, because like you say, our fans, man, we have some awesome fans. They will be with you, and right now, like you said, Beamer got the fans believing. So it's gonna be hard to come in there. Kentucky, it'll be hard for Kentucky to come in there. Because we definitely gonna have the fans, and with this, they're letting the fans come back now, and they so energetic right now. So I that prediction it makes it even better. I still think it'll be a close game. But I still think we'll definitely take this.
And like I said, I always say it's hard to play on the road at night, especially in the SEC with all them fans, like you say, all them fans. And I will say this, man, like no matter how much me and you joke with each other, listen, man, South Carolina might have the most loyal fans in America. Bro, you remember, like from the time we was in school, I was at Georgia, you was in South Carolina, dog, to now, it didn't matter if y'all was 0-11 or if y'all was 10-1. Like, them dudes are showing up.
I definitely went through that. And they were still in their
Yes. So. Like I'm talking about, like as in y'all done lost 9 straight games. That 10th game, they in there like y'all about to play for the championship, dog.
Exactly.
So I think it's like y'all. I think it will be a close game if y'all actually I want to say lead the SEC in interceptions right now, if I'm not mistaken. I think y'all got 6 and we got 5 or something like that. So if y'all can get a huge turnover, win the turnover battle, and then just don't win the turnover battle, so you're not turning it over and you getting a couple off of them. And like I said, I think y'all kind of built the same way. As long as everybody healthy, like I don't know the health status of everybody, but I'm thinking Doty is good. I'm thinking Kevin Harris is good. I'm thinking Marshawn Lloyd is good. And I've been saying that Josh Vann was y'all most explosive playmaker even before they played Georgia. I'm like, I don't know why they been throwing the dude the ball, but I'm just trying to tell you. So if he get off, I feel like y'all, it's gonna go down to the wire because y'all playing at home at night. Now coming into the season, I had Kentucky pick to win because I thought y'all was playing at Kentucky. But because y'all playing at home at night, I think y'all gonna win by a field goal.
By a field goal. 3 points.
By a field goal.
I was gonna even say I I was gonna even say 7 points.
And you could. But I'm just saying, like I say, y'all such mirror images of each other, man. I don't know. It's like when I looked up the stats, man, rushing, y'all like team rushing, y'all like kind of right there. Team passing, y'all kind of right there. It's like ain't nobody really got no. Yeah, it's like an even team built the same way. Like I say, they gonna come in, try to establish the run. Y'all gonna come in, try to establish the run. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got some good defensive linemen. Y'all got Jordan Birch. Y'all got Enid Barry. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got Zach Pickens. Then they got a good defensive front there. And Mark Stoops is the defensive guy. That's what I'm saying. It's like mirror images. Y'all just wearing different colors. So exactly. I know y'all want to get that dub because I did an interview with old Taven Richardson. He used to play at Burns. He played at Kentucky. He said that's his favorite part, to come home and beat South Carolina.
see. Well,
I tried.
Well,
I tried to get him on the call tonight, but I tried to get him on the call tonight, but he about to get married, so he was busy with wedding stuff. So
okay, well, you tell him congratulations on the marriage, but we gonna get in that tail on Saturday.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate Jermale coming in, the Fan Addict, giving us a little inside information and what he think on the Gamecock program, man. For Jake Kelly, this is Coach I, the Fan Addict. For YouTube land, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Tell us how you feeling in the comments, and we out of here.